Good morning. I am here to make a plea to the TDP, to Honorable Chandrababu Naidu and supporters of the TDP. Please do not make the historical mistake of joining forces with the Bharatiya Janata Party, especially this version of the Bharatiya Janata Party, this Rakshasiya version, which has no respect for India, for our constitution, for our future, and which only exists for one man and one man only, and that is Narendra Modi. In recent months, even though I am from my father's side from the south of India, and having basically been brought up in the north and called a Madrasi in school, and felt the difference between myself as a South Indian and in North India, to that degree, a South Indian in North India. I found that I myself knew very little about the history of the South, and in particular I knew very little about the history of places other than Tamil Nadu, which is where my paternal family comes from. And in recent weeks, these moments, in our country where our history is being manipulated and distorted, and what we are about is being completely torn apart. It compels one to, find out more. And I was very interested to learn and surprised to learn how Telugu, even Tamil Nadu, is. And deep down where I come from my father's side in Tanjore, the presence of Telugu Rajas, of Nayaks, the language, the fact that I believe both Tyagaraja and, if I'm not mistaken, Muthuswami Dikshit, one of, the two of the three, the trinity of what is today Carnatic music, the entire repertoire, so much of it is written in Telugu, and both these families, had traced their ancestry back to Telugu, to the lands of the Telugus. And I had only with the corner of my eye noted the language, issues, and the separation of Andhra Pradesh from Tamil Nadu, and I didn't pay as much attention to it as I should have. But it becomes very clear as to why this history was the way that it was. And for the proud Telugu, for the people of Andhra and Telangana to in any way associate themselves with this centralizing party, with which is completely, I wouldn't even say that it's north centric. It's completely, it's only, it is only of the north and for the north and by the north. And even within the north, it's, it's a small, it's a sort of one strand of the north. And it's not going to last. How can, even though the Sangh Parivar is wrong, even though it is mistaken, it has its own history, and its history is not the history of Narendra Modi. This simply cannot last. And do not make the mistake of acquiring the sins of this man, this very utterly worthless man. He really, he will go down as the most despised and despicable leader that India has ever seen, ever. Don't attach yourselves to him. I can understand, all the constraints that get in the way of allying with the India alliance, or even with the Congress party and the history of the relationship there, I mean, that's politics, and there is no perfect answer. But in this moment, in this election, 2024, everyone says that Chandrababu Naidu never, betrays a friend and holds fast to his commitments, and those are good qualities. But this time, perhaps people didn't realize the true face of what is being offered, by the BJP and the so-called NDA, which is just basically Narendra Modi. If you step back from this alliance, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, you will be revered for that. And the choice, even if it feels like Vibhishan's choice, but you must do it. You cannot, don't hitch your wagon to this person. It's going to be short-lived, even if he wins. There's no way. The very logic, and it wasn't even a logic, the whole edifice of lies on which he stood has now broken apart. And we are really seeing the tail end of the Modi regime, even if it lasts another 5 years. That is my plea to you. Namaskar.